Yo, what's up, YouTube? I kind of like this view right here of the heavens above. I want to go over the scripture right quick. I believe it's in Ecclesiastes. It says, many are deceived by their own vain opinion. And a lot of people are deceived just in so many different ways about life, health, and all that type of stuff. But I want to speak on just like relationship type stuff. You know, the relationship type of situations is a real deep rabbit hole. But what you find is a lot of people have ideas and views about relationships, and it's based upon their own opinion, not based upon studies, not based upon spiritual understanding. And unfortunately, without them doing the research, the necessary research, they end up deceiving themselves, thinking that their idea of how relationships are or how relationships work is factual. When you have so many different levels to relationships, first, the person must have a healthy relationship with themselves. You know, more importantly, have a healthy relationship with the Creator before they can even consider having a healthy relationship with themselves. I mean, a healthy relationship with someone else. But what happens is you get people who don't believe in God or don't consider the ways of God, and because of that, they are moving in a level of ignorance. And not just that, but they're subject to certain demonic vibrations. And then you got the crowd of people who don't believe in demons and angels and all that type of stuff. And then they become hosts. And that's where the deception comes in. So now they're host to all these unclean spirits, and they might be attractive, they might look good, but they are host to all these different entities. And then they might catch your attention, and then you go holler at them and you get their number and you dealing with them and all that. But not knowing that since they don't have any spiritual protection, they're suffering from all these different torments. So you're making out, you're kissing, you're loving on them, and they're so vulnerable to all these demonic, lower vibrational energies that they don't even know who they are yet. And yet you want them to get to know who you are, and thinking that not knowing spiritual knowledge is not important, so you're going to be trapped in that lower vibration of understanding, and you're going to be acceptable to the harshness of that reality. Then you end up getting married to a person, and you're wondering why they don't treat you how you deserve to be treated. Well, one, you never made it important to understand spiritual things, spiritual law, spiritual context. So now you reap what you sow. You're like, oh, this person is struggling with this and this person is struggling with that. But if you would have made time to find the importance of spirituality, the importance of quantum physics, the importance of psychological health, the importance of good health, then you wouldn't have to wrestle with such lower vibrational people and spirits. But that's because no one wants to see the importance of the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm is not that important. So you're moving on a carnal level, on a lower vibrational level, on a more animalistic level of just the flesh, the natural man's desires, then you're going to have just that level and depth of understanding and experiences. And you're going to constantly repeat those things because you've not made time to understand how the subconscious mind works, the conscious mind works. And if you don't start making time to invest in all those attributes of your being, then you're going to just suffer. And it's going to be harder for you to come out of that suffering as a mature adult, because those things are going to hunt you and tear you down because of your unwillingness to have an open mind. There's been plenty of times where I would give friends advice based upon spiritual principles, like, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that, because quite naturally, it's been studies shown that if you do this, that person is going to respond this way, and they be like, they think that for some reason they're that magical special one. And then I'm not the type to be like, I told you so, but they know what they experienced. They could have been prevented if they would have listened to reason, listened to wisdom. So it's very important that in the pursuit of peace and happiness, you consider the spiritual realm, the carnal realm, and you learn to understand and respect facts. The scripture says that my people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. And the definition of knowledge is facts. So if you want to go through life ignoring the facts, then there's a great possibility that you're going to suffer in life. If you think that you can ignore certain experiences because you are this unique individual, you can be deceived by that mentality. You're going to have to put some respect and time into learning the spiritual attributes of life. Learning the human nature, learning spiritual nature, all those things you need, all those things in your arsenal to make a better situation for yourself, to give yourself a fighting chance to have peace, a fighting chance to have clarity, especially if you have children, where you can be able to pass down wisdom and knowledge so that they can protect themselves, so that they won't have to spend their lives suffering and having to work just to live and work just to survive and work just to pay someone else's bills. You want them to have opportunity to benefit from their labor. You want them to have opportunity to actually raise their own children. Then they're going to have to consider all aspects of life, the spiritual realm, the natural realm, and putting those things together so that you can make more a clear and sound decision. And that's going to have to come through reading and studying and respecting the facts of the matter. Something to think about.